Musée des Beaux, which means Museum of Fine Arts, was a poem written by Auden in 1938. It's a 21 lines poem split into stanzas. There is the use of end rhymes, long clauses, with cleverly placed punctuations which builds it a developing steady conversational tone of the speaker. Line 1 and line 4 we have wrong and along going together. Line 2 and line 8 understood and would going together. Line 5 and line 7 waiting and skating going together. Line 6 and 13 he and tree going together. Line 9 and line 11 forgot and spot going together. Line 10, line 12 course and horse going together. But in line 14 to 21 also they have end rhymes but has slightly varied pattern, making its end rhyme slightly incidental, which suggests us that there was tradition, but along with that there was a twist of loosening or stretching of reality. Now let us come to the background and the shift of poet's way of expression. So basically, this poem was written in 1938, as you know, just an year before the start of the World War II. At the same time, he emigrated to the USA, abandoning England and Europe. He left back his political persona and went on to become more spiritual in his nature. There was a shift of Auden's way of life and expression. The theme of this poem is human suffering, daily business, war, old masters, the indifference, art and truth, martyrdom. This poem focuses on tragedy, history, human suffering, human heart, social trends, contrasting life of those who suffer and those who don't, world affairs, through the work of art by the old masters, used as a vehicle through which the idea of the poem is achieved. The tone of the poem is philosophical, observational, with nonchalant musings. The poem speaks about a highly ambitious character called Icarus, who is the son of Daedalus, mentioned in Ovid's Metamorphoses Book 8, and contrasts it with the bizarre human situations that arises in certain older paintings, notably one by Pieter Brueghel, The Fall of Icarus, which is now in Musée des Beaux in Brussels. The speaker, created by Auden, is giving an opinion on paintings dealing with human suffering. He gradually comes into a series of conclusions regarding plight of those who suffer and those who don't. Those who are indifferent are generally the bystanders, ordinary members of the public with their daily businesses, oblivious to what's going on behind closed doors. They are too distracted and busy if they do notice at all. Let's come to the stanza-wise analysis. First stanza observation says that there are observations from the other paintings by the same artist, Brueghel, namely numbering at Bethlehem, winter landscape with skaters, bird trap, massacre of the innocents. The children didn't want the miraculous birth to happen despite the older generation passionately waiting. They continued skating, oblivious to once off happened. Coming to the second stanza, the speaker speaks about the irony, idea of separateness, apathy. People consciously looking the other way to avoid involvement did not deter the man to feel important to rush to Icarus, neither the ship, while at work, at play, whilst the disaster and apathy. The philosophical inquisition by the poet. How can someone knowingly ignore the cries for help from those experiencing torture and pain? Martyrdom must run its course, no matter how dreadful, in some backwater, away from the hubbub of the crowd. Icarus falling in the sea was an event indifferent for the man passing by as well as the passing ship. We need routine, we need to fear distraction. When we relate this to the today's world, it's as same as the TV reportage. How many times have we watched horrified and distrusting images or disturbing images from some remote place in the world, knowing that not how far away normal lives are being lived? These are the thoughts to be pondered about, which has been given by the poet to us. So if you like my content, please do share and support. Let's not be indifferent here for sure. Until then, goodbye. See you soon in the next video.